This is No Money Mo Money. This tiny potato's been on an adventure to experience everything on the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. But after a night of betrayal and loss, there's only one path left to continue his adventures. A path that will take him We're back once again! And now I have my white mage up to 60. So let's go ahead and get us some more skills so that I can actually play this white mage at current content level. Continue communing with him to ensure all is well. And it was until recently. The taint floodeth the forest, its beating heart to befoul. We're able to learn that the Great One has spoken these words before during the time of Itoa Kant. We are made to wonder when Master Itoa embarked upon his journey of healing, could his purpose have been to protect the forest from the taint of which the Great One now warns? No accounts of Master Itoa's journey are to be found at Stillglade Fane. Such records as exist are in the keeping of his foremost student, the mage who recovered his remains from Ogamoro. Brother and I shall remain here and continue observing the Great One while you do all the work. I mean, she didn't actually say that, but she may as well have. Master Itoa's former student. He's departed for the realm yonder. Granddaughter now tends the tomb at Proud Creek. Taking on my grandfather's responsibilities. It's within my power to help the Seed Seers, and I should be glad to do so. Simply put, the taint is ether that has been befouled. For to be rid of it, we must find the source of the corruption and cleanse it. We need to deal with the corruption at its source. That's why Master Itoa embarked upon his journey heedless of his Pajali heritage. Master Itoa was no ordinary Pajal. We're duty-bound to remain in the forest. We cannot simply leave it, except that Master Itoa left it. To all you've already done with us, but the preservation of the 12's is at stake. Yeah. I'm the only non-Pajal, so I can go wherever I please. All due respect, I can't believe what I'm hearing. You'd entrust the fate of the forest to an adventurer? So I know that No Money is no ordinary adventurer. Yep. He's a white mage, true, chosen by Master Itoa himself to be his successor. In his youth, my grandfather served Master Itoa proudly, accompanying him wheresoever he went, and assisting in purification rituals. Oh, does she want to be my, my companion? No Money is to undertake the quest to eliminate the taint. I would likewise accompany and assist him. Nice Lancer get up. Let's do this. Consider the Great One's warning, this taint shall flood the forest. I'm inclined to conclude that befouled ether is being conveyed via water veins. I spoke to some knights about water veins. So the one passes beneath the area just south of here. Happens to be thick with fiends, and these fiends happen to have grown unnaturally aggressive of late. I don't think I'm going to bother with the knights at all. I have to keep looking back and forth with them. Better I just focus on Esquivel. Uh-oh. Let's just keep her health up, shall we? Everyone's hitting her really hard suddenly. Just deal with this stupid water sprite. Like, there's basically nothing left at this point. And be purified. Records, the headwater of the vein we just visited is situated further to the west. On to the western highlands we go. Got a strange visitor, however, a foreign woman with a stench of death about her. Or you emanate. They sent you to hound me, haven't they? Not really. To remind that witch Alaka that she has no place in the world. I have no idea who you are or what you're doing here. I must confess to being morbidly curious about her experiment. Yeah, it's weird that she's experimenting on corpses and stuff. And get purified once more. So the night after he had sufficiently recovered, shortly before he was attacked, he got sight of the foreign woman who reeks of death. Whenever she appears, so too does the taint. I wasn't certain before, but now I'm convinced there's no mere coincidence. Stillglade Fane must know of this threat. I shan't raise my hopes the Seed Seers will bestir themselves. Best to assume we're on our own. Priority now is to track down Alaka. The knight said that she was headed west to Dravanian Forelands. You're the one who undid my work. Yes, I am. That is not what you think. When my experiment is complete, all the fools who tormented me and mine shall get their comeuppance. Drawn to the ether, I shouldn't doubt, or the taint, as you insist on calling it. Such details for a material. Whatever name it is known, I shall fill the world with it and have my revenge. You know what, let's just holy the crap out of everybody here. I love not having to move at all because every time they try and throw down an AoE on me, I just stun them out of it. Bye-bye. And yet another purification. Alright, so are you guys gonna do anything this time? You must resume your journey of purification. Uh-huh. She's completely pissed at them because they're still just refusing to leave the forest. He said, depending on others, why don't you do something for a change? If Master Atoa were to see this, he would be turning in his grave. Think that our own people see us in such a light. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? How you have these horns that sort of make you different from anyone else, and then you're elevated to these positions of power surrounded by other Pajals and hearers and lancers that all worship you, that elevates you way outside of the common rabble, and then you're like, we never leave the forest, it is law. And it's weird how you're completely disassociated from the common folk that you basically rule over. Fear not, henceforth we will not leave you to bear the burden alone. Allow us time to consider our next step. Hands of Healing, which is my new gear set, which I'll throw in my glamour dresser. And Tetragrammaton. Huh, okay. They'll accompany you to the Dravanian Forelands. They're finally going to get off their butts, tell whoever made the law that Pajals can't leave the forest to eat their shorts, and get out of here and fight the fight. Great, now she's got an undead dragon. It can only go where the taint exists, so I shall fill the whole world with it. Like, I mean, us running around the Heavensward zones and her constantly sending undead at us just kind of makes sense that the final result of this whole storyline would be zombie dragon. Yep, there's the ether, the befouled ether that's just going to res it again. Boom, get benedicted. All that healing and it still wasn't enough, who cares? Then we kill it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We just keep killing it until there's nothing left to kill. Boom! I love that I ended that fight with a big old flashbang. Done terrible things and must be held to account for your crime. Know that it's not too late to make amends. I don't think she cares. Seems safe to say the danger to the 12-foot is past. We owe it all to the two of you. Yeah, sure, great. We done yet? Can I get a new outfit? And one final powerful instant cast heal. And a new set of gear. The Horizon gear. Which looks like this. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of the White Mage gear. I don't love the designs of them, but whatever. That is another set of White Mage quests down. It's gonna be a little ways down the road before I see you guys again for the Stormblood White Mage quests. But I will see you around the bend when we get there. Bye-bye! Okay, we are back, and we are continuing on with the MSQ. It's time for us to hop into 3.2, and we get to see Flamen and the boys again. It seems once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa. Fleeing Uldaha with Memphilia, he said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before he parted ways. Say the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Memphilia. Welcome home, Flamen. Dark days are behind us at last. Should be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Your daughter is still missing. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? I didn't let anything. There were indeed what appeared to be remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether. Let's consider the facts. 1, Hydaelyn interceded. 2, a third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3, Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. Hydaelyn guided Memphilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul into the ethereal sea. We need to continue our search there. For blessing, the means to do so already exists. The Antitower, a Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. I know not where the entrance lies. We need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone. Master Matoya was the... Yep, she was the keeper of the Antitower. And so, once again, we are off to see the witch, the horrible witch of the bog. It was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that's no deterrent to you, then by all means, like, that's fine. Welcome to some Kingdom Hearts looking stage, this upside down castle. It's all just about bouncing around on these platforms and running around. In this giant open cave, yeah, see? Like this upside down castle that basically peers down into the ethereal sea. The upper reaches. Now we're in like the top areas of the tower where we're basically running on the roof because the whole freaking castle is upside down. See, there's the carpet up there. And into the final boss! Creepy, creepy dolls. Keep AoEing all these stupid dolls in the center down. Uh-oh. That was very easy to take them all out. Gee, I wonder what could possibly happen next. Oh. Horrible, disgusting, creepy doll. No way to really control who it happens to. She's gonna turn two people into dolls, and you just have to get them done while she's doing big damage attacks, so you get them out of their doll forms as quick as possible. Dollhouse again. Here go two people again. Hopefully not me. Nope, it's me. Oh, cool. She did it to our tank. That's great. She did it to our tank and our healer. There we go. Bye, Calcabrina. Please never come back. You're a horrible, horrible looking doll. So, where are you, Minfilia? Ah! There we go.
Hear, feel, think.
Strange, you sound a little different now, Heidelin.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me.
Oh, maybe that's why.
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia, Heidelin, guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. The darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound.
Wow, that's actually really true. None of that matters until Endwalker, but yeah, that is true.
Across 10 and 3 were we then divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
Uh.
The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek.
Oh, okay then. Bye.
You've had another vision, haven't you?
You think? I was literally glowing with light.
Well, did you learn anything?
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Minfilia back.
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia.
Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
That's optimistic and naive of you. To think that, like, we're gonna do that in a weekend or something. Like, that's the kind of thing you lay the groundwork for, and then it sort of comes to fruition over generations, man.
You seem to have lost sight of some basic truths.
Matoya. Time to take these kids to
win
school.
A war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die.
We do a lot of that. Like, we do a lot of all 3 of those, honestly.
Come, there is much to be done.
Don't breathe a word of this to any of the others of the Rising Stones, especially Flaming. Yeah, let's just keep this from everyone. Sure. Okay, that's enough for this week. That's really only about a third of the story for this patch, but there's so much more that this week's episode is going to be about 15 minutes or about 50 minutes. So I erred on the side of a shorter episode. So we're going to go ahead and pick up with the Ishgard side of this storyline next week. See you guys then.